Hello there guys, welcome to Dinos World. You guys have been requesting me to review the all new Pulsar 150 Neon ABS model. Now you guys know that I've already done a detailed first ride review of the Neon 150 when it was launched, and I also featured that grey and fluorescent yellow or fluorescent green color. It looks very premium, very well made. And now Bajaj have gone ahead and introduced ABS, single channel ABS in the Neon 150 Pulsar variant, and that is what I'm riding today. So this being the ABS model, so let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and bring on my standard braking test. Taking the bike up to 60 kilometers per hour. Whoa, that was very neat, very clean. I mean, very clean deceleration without any jitteriness or uncertainty. There was no stutter from the front brake or the front end, so it was all very smooth and linear intervention of the ABS. So well done Bajaj. Though the bike gets only single channel ABS, which means ABS is operational only on the front wheel, we do get very good, very impressive braking performance. So that's pretty much it. Everything else is bang on. Like, it's the ideal city commuter or the ideal family bike that you can buy in the affordable range. It has this new design theme that really elevates the overall design of the bike. Jet black paint scheme and the red color contrasting font. The Pulsar insignia in red looks absolutely spectacular. So it looks fresh and visually appealing. Turning radius is easy because of the shorter handlebar. I believe the wheelbase is also shorter when compared to the Pulsar 150 twin disc model, which almost gets the Pulsar 180 treatment with a slightly longer extended wheelbase and twin seat layout and all those things. Now I'll be talking about a few significant differences between the Pulsar 150 twin disc and this particular Neon 150. So let's get into that segment. Before we look at the differences, the first and the most important factor that makes the Pulsar 150 Neon an instant blockbuster is its price. At an ex-showroom price of just rupees 65,382, it's almost like you're getting the best-selling 150cc bike in our market for the price of a 125cc bike. Now this is one thing that literally makes my jaw hit the ground as to how Bajaj managed to price their bikes so aggressively. The twin disc variant, however, is priced slightly on the higher side at rupees 88,339 ex-showroom Delhi. Now looking at rest of the differences, the twin disc gets a longer wheelbase of 1345mm compared to 1320mm of the Neon. The twin disc gets a longer wheelbase of 1345mm compared to 1320mm of the Neon. Now this means the twin disc offers better high-speed stability while the Neon offers better flickability in city traffic. Ground clearance remains the same for both at 165mm, and so does the tank capacity of 15 liters, which offers good tank range. Looking at the tires, the twin disc model gets a wider 120/80 rear tire as opposed to the skinny 100/90 tire of the Neon. Now here's a trade-off that you should be willing to make if you prefer to have wider rear tire. A wider tire offers better road grip, but it also increases the overall weight of the bike, whereas a skinny tire offers decent road grip but enhances the overall fuel economy of the bike. Now looking at the brakes, the twin disc model gets a larger 260mm front disc, whereas the Neon gets a smaller 240mm front disc. And yes, of course, as the name suggests, the twin disc model gets a 230mm rear disc, whereas the Neon gets a rear drum brake instead. Now what you see at the back here is the rear wheel speed sensor for the single channel ABS to function flawlessly. Talking about the suspension, the twin disc model gets fatter 37mm front forks, which the Neon model doesn't. At the back, however, both the bikes get twin gas charged nitrox shock absorbers. Talking about the engine, however, both the bikes come powered by the same 149.5cc air-cooled single-cylinder twin-spark DTSI engine that puts out 14 PS of max power at 8,000 RPM and 13.4 Newton meters of max torque at 6,000 RPM. We get a 5-speed gearbox. However, the state of tune of both the bikes is slightly different. The Neon is nice and relaxed with its power delivery to begin with in the lower RPMs, and its sporty nature actually comes bursting forth as the revs climb. The twin disc model, on the other hand, is quite sporty with its power delivery right from the word go. Apart from this, the Neon gets a longer single piece layout seat, whereas the twin disc model gets a split seat layout. The twin disc model also gets an engine cowl, which the Neon model doesn't. So I guess this concludes the differences between the Pulsar Neon 150 and the twin disc model. And mileage wise, the Neon 150 should deliver anything close to 50 to 55 kmpl as per feedback received from my friends who have owned the Pulsar 150. So now let's just go ahead with the rest of my review. So now that I've talked about the differences, let me talk about the engine. It just feels a little relaxed in lower RPMs, very refined, very smooth, very linear. But as you open up the throttle, the sportiness within it really comes alive, because the Pulsar has always been all about sportiness. It is the sport bike of the masses. Yeah, let us get a glimpse of what. Woohoo! It still has that grunt. Ring the throttle hard and you can see it literally flying. Yeah, I have to, keep a check on the speed. We have oncoming traffic, but you saw how effortlessly it went up to 94 kilometers per hour, and it doesn't even budge an inch. It is extremely confident. Wow, man, it still has adequate amount of juice within it. All the sportiness, all the thrill and the adrenaline rush, they haven't toned down anything here, despite the affordable pricing. So you still have all the excitement that you expect when the branding reads Pulsar. Yeah, that's what it's all about. You want to relax and ride and just commute through the city streets to your office in a relaxed manner. Want to extract every ounce of fuel efficiency that the bike has on offer. You can do that, but at the same time, if you're in the mood for mischief, you want to push the bike hard, just relive your college days or fond memories of your youth, you can by just ringing the throttle hard. So this is the ideal family bike in my opinion. It is very well built. You have the carbon fiber cues and all. It does look nice and premium, especially for the price that they demand for this Neon 150. And the tank, I think we have a 15-liter tank. It offers superb tank range. Switch gear, again, it is the trademark backlit switches that lend this bike a persona of its own. And yes, we have the wolf-eyed headlamp, the 2 vertical strip tail lamp layout, again an ideal trait of the Pulsar bloodline. And the brakes are much improved now, thanks to the inclusion of single channel ABS. And the front end feel is also much better, but I believe we still have those puny 33mm forks. I'm not very sure. You can clarify that with your Bajaj dealership, but they are certainly not 37 in my opinion. They are slightly thinner, but it doesn't matter all that much, because the way they have been set up is really good. Even at 100 kilometers per hour, I could have the confidence to hold on to keep the throttle pinned at while doing 100 plus speeds. So good front end feel. The chassis is good. It offers good support at higher speeds. The shocks, the nitrox shock absorbers are again very well set up and ideally tuned to offer a perfect blend of comfort and performance. So engine is super refined. Even at speeds of around 100 plus kilometers per hour, you can relax and commute through the city streets, or You can do a bit of highway riding as well. It's nice and compact, shorter handlebar, nice and compact in terms of design, and the shorter handlebar allows you to flick your way, find your way through the chock-a-block city traffic. The clutch is now far better in the new Neon 150 ABS. The seat is also good, it's well laid out. It offers more than adequate room for the rider as well as the pillion. The throttle action is light and easy going without putting too much pressure on your palm as well as on your wrists. The seat cushioning could be slightly better. Yes, you do get premium quality stitching with a double stitch on the seat, but the foam could have been much better in my opinion, so maybe they'll upgrade it in the future models. Apart from that, everything else is absolutely bang on. We get a 240mm front disc. I wish it were at least 260 or 266mm front disc like it's the case with its elder siblings. Gear shifting is a lot more easier thanks to the heel and toe shifter, which allows you to make hassle-free gear shifts even when caught in bumper-to-bumper traffic. You get a kick rod apart from the push button start system, so that always serves as a backup plan just in case your battery runs out. So I guess that's pretty much it. This was and is and always will be one of the best bikes you can buy in the affordable range in the 150cc segment, in terms of value for money, in terms of equipment, in terms of reliability, and in terms of visual appeal as well. It looks, I mean, the red and black paint scheme really looks striking and visually appealing, at least to me. So I guess that's pretty much it. The rear view mirrors again are now maybe the same size, but they are much more easily adjustable when compared to prior. That is something I noticed, and they do offer a good field of view, so which is essential while riding in the city or on the highways. You get a clear glimpse of what's happening right behind you. So that's pretty much it. I just hope you enjoyed watching this video. I just hope I covered all the relevant points. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao, take care, God bless, and ride safe.